The canon and non-canon discussion of anime is not something new, and this debate has been going on in the fandom even before the inception of mainstream social media. However, one particular term has kept popping up from time to time in this particular narrative, which is kind of like an oxymoron. Hello and welcome to WhyZ. My name is Soham, and today we are going to talk about the dubious term called anime canon. Now, if you are new here, then please consider subscribing to the channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content. Also, we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2020, so a like and sub would be massively appreciated. With that being said, let's begin the video. But before going into the definition of anime canon, we need to establish what exactly is canon. I guess most of you already know it by now, but still, in fiction, canon is the material accepted as officially part of the story in the fictional universe of that particular story. Keeping this in mind, we can easily say that the manga or even light novels are the actual canon storyline of any show, because it is something that the author directly draws or writes himself. And anime is something that is created based upon the said manga or even light novels. Now, stuff that the anime directly uses from the manga are called manga canon. Rest are made up stuff called filler. But the term anime canon is a really curious case here, because even though it's not something that happened in the manga, but still it is something that is considered to be a part of the official lore of the story. I will eventually come to Boruto's case. I know that seeing the thumbnail you all are waiting for me to address that thing, but before I dive into the messy waters of the Boruto anime, let me give you a clearer example of the anime canon in the form of One Piece. One Piece has a couple of episodes which are anime canon. Take episode 50 for an example, where Usopp fights Daddy Masterson, or take episode 737, where Sabo's story is finally revealed. Episodes like these do contain some filler stuff, but for the most part, Eiichiro Oda worked with the anime studio on the episode script because these were some of the stuff which he actually wanted to include in the manga itself, as it is seen in the Lockdown novel adaptation, which contained the character Daddy Masterson. So in essence, we can say that anime canon is something that the writer wanted to incorporate in the manga, but for some reason it didn't happen. So they collaborated with the anime to make it happen. Now coming to the series Boruto, because here's where things start to get a little messy. Here, anime canon refers to the original anime arcs that are considered canon in the Boruto universe. Moreover, they also act as an add-on to the manga. This is evident right from the Academy arc, which acts as a prequel to the events that are taking place in the manga. And there are much more examples like that. Even Kodaichi and Ikemoto have said in the past that the anime expands the world of the Boruto manga. And in essence, that's actually true. I love the Boruto manga, but it's not without its flaws. For the last so many chapters, the central focus has been Boruto and Kawaki. Even Team 7 members are forgotten for most of the time, and they're left as tertiary characters, with only a couple of panels dedicated to them. I won't go into spoiler stuff here, but if you read the manga, then you very well know what I'm talking about. Similarly, I don't even remember when was the last time the older gen was shown outside of Naruto, Sasuke and Shikamaru, and to a lesser extent, Sakura and Sai as well. Thus, the anime does a decent job to develop the personality and relationships of the side characters. The problem, however, starts when the anime starts to expand the stuff to a ridiculous extent. And the question becomes, what is canon and what is filler? Like, did Sasuke and Boruto really travel back in the time, or was that the filler? Because technically, Urashiki is a canon character, but he died without leaving a karma behind, so there are quite a lot of inconsistencies like that. Moreover, some fans also complain that the term anime canon is nothing more than a TV gimmick by the producing company to incorporate as much filler as possible. Just take the example of the Mujina Bandits arc, and how it was expanded to the Hozuki Castle stuff. Now, I'm not saying that it was outright bad, because it number 1 expands the world of Boruto, and number 2 gave some much needed character development to both Boruto as well as Mitsuki. But the later half of that arc was dragged way too much. But anyway, I'm not the judge to decide here as to whether anime canon is good or bad. It totally depends upon you. However, the thing is that anime canon is a real thing, and it's not just a made up term created for Boruto. Yeah, it sometimes can be annoying, but if properly done, it can certainly be a quality addition to the story. So this was anime canon. Do you like it or you dislike it? What are your thoughts about it? Please mention them in the comment section below. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more. This is WhyZ and I'll see you soon in the next video.